Benin City, the capital of Edo State, for the 2020 National Sports Festival. The governor of the state, Godwin Obaseki, confirmed that Edo is ready to host the National Sports Festival, but there is no funds for now. Over 11,000 athletes are expected to participate in those games. So we're hoping that the federal government will show some support so that we can have that National Sports Festival. It's been postponed a couple of times, so we just hope that everything will be done and the National Sports Festival will be held. If you are an Arsenal fan, we can confirm to you that Martin Odegaard has officially joined your club on loan till the rest of the season. We'll see what happens. If he performs so well that Arsenal will want to extend it, or will Real Madrid say, no, give us our property? And that's the situation we'll have to wait and see. And of course, we will be looking at the results of the matches from last night, which we were unable to look at, review, and discuss in the morning, especially the big game in Milan, the Milan derby, Inter Milan versus AC Milan in the Coppa Italia. And what happened? Two big names coming face to face. They had a clash. Both of them scored, and one of them got sent off. Good evening. Welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 8.7 KFM Benin City. My name is Saliu Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. Agosa Agbekan, the sports maestro, joins me on the show. Agosa, let's begin with this one, which we've expected for some days now, and it is now confirmed. He had his medical a couple of days ago, but now everything is set. Arsenal have signed Real Madrid attacking midfielder Martin Odegaard on loan until the end of the season.
Well, I think this is good news for Arsenal and the club. The club who's been lacking their creativity in the midfield, and though they've struggled, even when they got a big player in Nicolas Pepe, with a record fee. We all expected the creativity and all that, but still they are struggling. And now you have Bukayo Saka, the young stars, Exile Smith-Rowe also trying to lift them, and even Gabriel Martinelli. But they've got another talented youngster, 22-year-old Martin Odegaard. Though when Madrid signed him, yes, they saw him as a
he was a youth prodigy at the age of 15, 16.
Yeah.
All over Europe, they were talking about him. He was supposed to be the next guy that would blow, like Kylian Mbappe, like Erling Braut Haaland, but it didn't quite happen for him, although he's now beginning to find his form. Did well at Real Sociedad. They wanted him, Ajax wanted him, but Madrid felt, okay, he will develop more in Arsenal, and they didn't want to strengthen a La Liga rival, and that's why he went to Arsenal.
Well, to me, this is a better place for him to develop, honestly, and they will have to meet with to face big clubs and also big players who also could bring out the best in him. So I think it's really, really a nice deal, though it's loan, but at the end of the season, it is his performances that will determine if he will get to make this deal permanent. But all the same, I think for a young player who wants to play regularly and also gets to play for his national team, if you look at what this guy is doing right now, Erling Braut Haaland, I think he's really doing well. So his presence with the national side is always a threat to opposition. So for him to have been sitting on the bench, I don't think he has been happy with it.
And he's older than Braut Haaland.
Yeah.
He's, I think, the same age with Kylian Mbappe.
Sure.
So he's supposed to be one of the big guys that are being talked about in world football, the potential heirs to the throne of Lionel Messi. In fact, he's called the Norwegian Messi, but it hasn't quite worked out for him. But as I said, look, Arsenal is arguably the best place, at least in England, where youngsters can develop. If you fail to develop as a youngster in Arsenal, then maybe something is wrong with you. I will even prefer Arsenal for many Nigerian youngsters. That's what I've said over time.
To me, I would blame Zinedine, honestly, because as a manager, he's supposed to know how to bring out the best in youngsters.
He managed Odegaard at Castilla.
Yeah,
he was the manager at Castilla when Odegaard first joined Real Madrid. So what was happening there was that he will train 5 or 6 days in a week with Real Madrid, then play for Castilla. And from what we've heard, many of the other youngsters, he was even younger than them. That's talking about Martin Odegaard. He was younger than them, but he was earning more than them because he was already a member of the first team. And they said it led to some, rivalry, animosity. They didn't really like that situation that they don't get to see him in training, and he just comes and he plays games. But because he was such a high-profile player, he deserved what he was getting. But unfortunately, he wasn't quite able to break into the senior team, even with Zidane there, who coached him when he was at Castilla.
Well, I expected him to develop just the way Ansu Fati is doing right now with Barcelona, but I don't know why Zidane did not bring out the best in him. Well, I think it is better for him to play under Mikel Arteta, who has so many youngsters in his team. Bukayo Saka is one, Martinelli is one. So for me, I think he will have the time to develop faster. Even Pep Guardiola has brought out the best in Eric Garcia, who has been linked with a move away. Phil Foden right now is doing very well, even with the absence of Sergio Kun Aguero, Gabriel Jesus. You see Phil Foden, the youngster, doing great stuff. So players with raw talents, they need that platform to develop. They need more game time. Even people are quarreling with Frank Lampard, who was sacked, yesterday, that it gives Mason Mount that opportunity all the time on that. But sometimes when you see the players also doing well, living up to the position, not in all games, in some games, then you see that they are progressive. They just give it that believe. When you believe in your players and you already see the talent, it's a matter of time. They will blossom and they will flourish like the big stars. But now, the Londi, I just hope he performs very well. I'm sure Arsenal will want to tie into a long-term contract, though Madrid, they are the parents also.
Madrid has the final say. So depending on how he develops, they might just say, okay, we want our boy back. All right. Yesterday we had a couple of games in Europe, but of course the biggest one was Inter Milan taking on AC Milan in the Coppa Italia. Now, Inter Milan won that encounter, but that isn't the end of the story. So many things happened. Zlatan Ibrahimovic puts AC Milan in front, and Romelu Lukaku equalized for Inter Milan, and Christian Eriksen, who might be on his way out of Inter, going by reports that we've been getting, got the winning goal. In fact, he came on as a substitute and got the winning goal for Inter Milan in added time, in extra time. But the thing, so the big story from there was Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Romelu Lukaku, two big men, two behemoths. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is 6'5", Romelu Lukaku is 6'4", and of course these guys are neither of them is a slouch, and they came face to face. And if you see it was just funny the way they were butting heads and everything. And the thing is that the incident that even led to their coming together, it didn't involve them per se. It wasn't like they clashed with themselves and then it was some other guys who were involved, but then they came together, and after that they said things to each other. There are certain things that we had were said that we can't even repeat on air, but they said Romelu Lukaku told Zlatan Ibrahimovic when he was walking away that I will see you when we get out of the pitch. I said, I'll see you outside. Yes, I'll see you outside. Yeah, they were going to fight, but of course we didn't hear that they fought. They said Zlatan Ibrahimovic, we don't know, these are just some of the things that we've been getting, that he said some things about Romelu Lukaku's mother, and so Lukaku wasn't happy at all with that, and then he told him, I will see you outside. But unfortunately for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he's the leader of AC Milan. You expected that he would. When that incident happened, both of them were yellow carded, and so they were under pressure. But then Zlatan Ibrahimovic committed a foul later, and he got a second yellow card in the 58th minute. And in the 71st minute, Romelu Lukaku Inter Milan got a penalty, and Romelu Lukaku converted it. So basically, Zlatan Ibrahimovic let his team down, because it was after they were down to 10 men that Inter Milan got the equalizer, and eventually got the winning goal.
It was a disappointing game for me, honestly. I expected them to play and to finish that game 11 with 11 men apiece, but the fact that Romelu Lukaku in that game was really was fouled several times, and at some point he was really hungry. Yeah, we know in Italian football is physical and all that, but sometimes you also have to ensure that you do your things, in a way that it do not attract a sanction. But I think sometimes the adrenaline, sometimes things get out of hand in matches like this. It was a big match, Derby de la Madonnina, and it took place yesterday at San Siro. You can also call it Giuseppe Meazza. But Inter, it was a quarterfinal. So if AC had won yesterday, they would have been the last one. So for Inter, they have already moved to the semi-finals, of which you expected that that game yesterday, some were expected to go to penalties, but the free kick from Christian Eriksen, who has been overlooked, I don't even know what prompted Conte to bring on the Danish midfielder, who has been linked to different clubs. But the way he scored that goal yesterday, maybe we'll have a rethink, or better still, it could also be on the move. But then Inter won. I think they should just forget it, the way it all went. But as a professional, you don't need to talk about somebody's mother, no matter how annoyed or how upset you are. Don't talk to. If
those were the reports. So
I understand that, but if it's anything to go by, it's not fair. And for Romelu Lukaku to be saying we'll meet outside, if it's true, I don't think it's proper. But so far so good. We've not heard anything about this game. It's just one of those things. I don't think Zlatan will allow this kind of things to happen again, because his return to Milan is to help them to win trophies. Now they have been kicked out of the Coppa Italia, though they are still top of the Serie A. Maybe that could just be made of challenge their attention, and at the end of the day they could finish as champions. But the better side yesterday won, because the game of 2 hours. AC won the first half, but Inter won the second, and they won the game. So kudos to them, and they are candidates for the Coppa Italia title, going by their recent performances so far.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, of course, played for Inter Milan in the past. Also had played for AC Milan that he has returned. Has also played for Juventus. Played for the biggest clubs in Italy, and the biggest club in the world. Has played for Barcelona, has played for Manchester United, has played for Paris Saint-Germain, has played for Ajax. So he's played for some of the greatest clubs in the world. Unfortunately, he hasn't won the Champions League, and he said he knows that he will have won the Champions League if he stayed at Barcelona, but he didn't like the way the manager was using him. He said, look, you bought a Ferrari and you're driving it like a Fiat, and basically they were trying to play him from the wings, talking about Pep Guardiola, so that Lionel Messi could be playing down the middle, and Zlatan was not happy about that. So he left Barcelona, and he played just one season at Barcelona. There was even a swap between him and Samuel Eto'o. He was playing for Inter Milan then, and then Eto'o was at Barcelona. Then Mourinho wanted. Mourinho still wanted him, but there was, I think the two clubs decided, and so they just had a swap. Zlatan went to Barcelona, and Eto'o came to Inter Milan. But after one season, Zlatan Ibrahimovic left Barcelona. And when you ask him today about winning the Champions League, he tells us, look, if there's still a possibility that I'll go on to win it, fine, I will win it. But if I don't win it, forget it. It doesn't matter. I still had a great career. That if he wanted to win the Champions League, he would have remained at Barcelona if he felt the Champions League was that important. Okay, that is Zlatan. Only he can talk that way. Okay, guys, let's go on this quick break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
When you think durability and great value for your money, only one name comes to mind, and that is Jasogwe Auto Care, a subsidiary of Jasogwe Global Network, cars and heavy-duty vehicles. Solar battery made in Korea, Everstart battery made in Korea, and GS Yuasa battery made in Japan, and other batteries. At Jasogwe Auto Care, we are committed to making our customers happy with our affordable batteries, which are direct from the manufacturers. Jasogwe Global Network is a very reliable name in the sale and installation of CCTV cameras for your homes and offices, power backup solutions and components consisting of solar PV module, solar inverter, and sealed maintenance-free batteries. Visit us today at Jasogwe Global Network, 59 Akbakbaba Road, Benin City, Nigeria, or call us on 0803-8624-858 or log on to www.jasogwe.com. Jasogwe. Value for money.
Hello, entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM's social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Take advantage of our online presence and reach out to our growing audience at very affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 or 0806 530 5657 or 0802 232 7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business growth partner.
Ancient city is calling. Oh, arise, sons and daughters of the land. The king of the city is marching. Stand up high to the pride of the land. The founding fathers of labor, and our time to serve is now. The glory of the new Edo nation will forever be our pride. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be.
Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, the host of the 2020 National Sports Festival, which we hope will be coming up in 2021. It's going to be in Benin City, the capital of Edo State. All right, let's look at the matches that we have tonight. A couple of them: the English Premier League, the Coppa Italia, and everything. Let's take a look at the fixtures.
Okay, the fixtures for today, starting from the English Premier League. Burnley will be at home to Aston Villa at 7. Then same 7, Stamford Bridge will work at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea will welcome Wolverhampton Wanderers, and at 8:30, Brighton and Hove Albion will face Fulham. Everton versus Leicester City. Then Manchester United at 9:15 will take on Sheffield United, and the win for the Red Devils take them back to the top. They will go over to the Coppa Italia. We'll have 2 matches later for tonight. At 5:45, Atalanta will play host to Lazio. Then at 8:45, it will be Juventus versus Spa. These are the 2 quarterfinal matches in the Coppa Italia.
Yeah, and that's why the match between Juventus and Napoli in the Italian Serie A has been postponed.
Yeah. Then we move over to the trying to get
Copa del Rey.
Copa del Rey. We've got some matches today. Barcelona, they are in action today.
They're playing against Rayo Vallecano. That match will be at 9 p.m. Almeria will take on Osasuna also at 9 p.m. And at 7 p.m. it will be Sevilla versus Valencia.
Yeah, these are the matches to expect in the Copa del Rey. These are the ones that we have for today.
Okay, let's go to Rwanda. Rwanda, beautiful city, beautiful country. I've been to their capital city, Kigali, when the Super Eagles played a game there. And what we hear, well, it's something that, because of the spontaneous joy that you get, it's great, but then it is also dangerous. We heard that the citizens of Rwanda, many of them particularly in their capital city Kigali, that they poured into the streets on Tuesday night to celebrate after their national team qualified for the quarterfinals of the African Nations Championship (CHAN). They got to they got there courtesy of a 3-2 win over Togo. We gave the results in the morning to qualify for the quarterfinals of the competition that's being held in Cameroon. So we know that different countries imposing lockdown, and in Rwanda there is a 15-day lockdown in the city of Kigali because of the second wave of coronavirus. The lockdown will end next Tuesday. All movement outside homes require an approved permit from the police, except for essential service workers. You know what happens during a lockdown? I mean, we've experienced it here. In Nigeria, well, they have the government has been careful not to impose a second lockdown, but in Rwanda, they are doing that. But the people, just after they won that match and qualified for the quarterfinal, they just poured into the streets and started celebrating. And from the videos and pictures that flooded the social media, most of them were not wearing face masks. They didn't, there was no social distancing, and they just went to the streets to celebrate. Eli Karin Ganire, a resident of Kigali, said that, let me quote him directly, "I could not remember coronavirus. It wasn't possible to stay home. Noise and vuvuzelas could be heard everywhere until late after midnight." And so the police did their best. They tried to impose certain restrictions. We're asking people to go back, but people were just celebrating. It reminds me of what happened after Nigeria beat Brazil at Atlanta 96. That night, we didn't care about, because it was late at night that match was played, we didn't care about security, anyway, there was no lockdown there, and things were much better security-wise in Nigeria then, 1996, compared to now. So we won, I recall, walking, running, dancing, we had drums and everything, and the distance we covered was like from, if you know Ikorodu, we went from Odogunyo to Ikorodu. So it's like going from Enyai to the Oba's Palace. Yeah. Remember going to the palace of the Ayangbore of Ikorodu to celebrate with him, and he came out. Well, Nigeria. You could take he came out. The Oba of the Ayangbore of Ikorodu. That's like the Oba of Ikorodu. He came out to celebrate with the fans who were. Nobody slept. Nobody slept that night. Yeah. We were not. See, even the vehicles that were coming late that night. Yeah. They would stop and they were giving us money as we were dancing along the street celebrating. That's the power of football. But look, this, at least then there was no virus that was ravaging the entire world, so we could feel safe. But this time, please, we know how it is. We know how excited we could get. But we want to appeal to the people of Rwanda. Please observe the lockdown. When they say, you know, in a case like this, even the policemen, the law enforcement agents who are asked to enforce the curfew, I'm sure when they will be reluctant to arrest people. So they were just trying to tell them, please go back into your home, because they too are happy that their tiny nation qualified for the quarterfinals of CHAN.
Yeah, I think what the government would have done, knowing full well that they are on the verge of qualifying, and if they, if they go to win that game, they'll qualify. They should have made an announcement that we know the power of sports, the power of football. We know how it is, and we know there's no way you can, tell the crowd not to come out and all that. But if they had made an announcement prior to that game, and I think everyone who listened to the announcement would say, okay, yes, we won, but they've told us to celebrate indoors until when it is proper to celebrate. Because if announcement is not made, we don't, sensitize them or remind them of.
No, but once curfew is enforced, they don't need to make any other announcement. You are supposed to know that under no circumstance should you step out. But as I said, because of the joy and everything, and even the law enforcement officers, they know what was happening. So, even if they wanted to, please, you people, you just go back into your home. But that's the situation. And so everybody said, look, and the reality is that January, this month of January, it was the deadliest for Rwanda, the East African nation. The authorities say more than half of the total deaths were recorded this month, as well as 1/3 of the total 13,885 cases. So it's a serious issue in Rwanda. They are going to play either Guinea or Zambia in the quarterfinals of the competition. There are some games today in the African Nations Championship. So congratulations to Rwanda, and we hope that they go far in this competition. All right, guys, time for you to join us on the show. Call us on 070-626-39275 or 090-3939-4427. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. Then send a text message to 080-7400-9076. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, God,
Anjima.
God, what a good evening. About the joy of football for a nation to win match. Like you talk for the 1996 experience of Atlanta, you see the way Nigeria win Brazil, all the way it's now they were fit to daybreak. Well, now coronavirus, I want for the mood of football fans, but you know the physical ugly, you see the celebrate. Atlanta and the Mary Lukaku, what you call up with the one fight for that seat because of I remember what happened to Marco Materazzi as Zinedine Zidane for 20
Flying header.
Yes. Similar to now Zidane calls Gogo Kwewe. So when they take the temper slow down, so looking at football, so that they give up the joy, see them playing, watching them play. So anything really happens, they will find a way to resolve the fact and go. So on a day, problem.
Thank you. 070-626-39275, 090-3939-4427, 081-2178-9154. Hello.
Good evening, your guy Brian.
Good evening, welcome.
My name is Solomon, I'm from Remo local government.
All right, go on.
Yes, I get what I want to ask, sir.
Fire.
About the Garu matter, they said that it's the end of this month that is going to, contract is going to expire. Then why is it that I heard this morning that he have ended the loan?
He has written to the fans to say goodbye. Since he knows that the contract is not going to expire and it's already in the month, he's free to leave. But maybe if there is anything that Manchester United wants him to do, he could still do it. But he's basically a free agent now that his loan deal is expiring.
Thank you, sir. Wish him well.
All right. Thank you. Hello. Good evening. Welcome.
I'm Daniel coming from Benin.
Okay.
I want to know if the new Chelsea coach, Thomas Tuchel, will he be on the dugout this evening?
Yes, he's going to be there. Yeah, he will be in the dugout. He will be there. He trained the team yesterday, so he will be there.
Okay. And so I want to know, the player Arsenal side, what is his name?
The what?
The midfielder at the corner stand.
Okay, Martin Odegaard from Real Madrid. Yeah, but he played at Real Sociedad last season on loan.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, every from Lucky Way.
Yeah, welcome, Lewis.
About some of Tuchel appointed as Chelsea manager. I hope he does well because I really like the way he has been coaching his team. Because I've been following him since when he was at Borussia Dortmund, but now that he's in the Premier League, I'm happy. And for our game this evening, we are going to beat Sheffield United and as nothing. Man City will only just spend some hours there and they will leave the point. Thank you.
I hope you realize that they have a game in hand on you, so...
well, I'm not talking about that one. Even though they will
All right. Okay, no problem. There's a game going on in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Kano Pillars taking on Rivers United. After 40 minutes, that match is goalless. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, guys. I'm on Rota.
Good evening.
Thank you. This is support from Olias of Benin City.
All right.
Yeah. Because I don't want to talk about Lukaku and Ibrahimovic. I think it's necessary that the Italian football authority should make a kind of investigation, and whoever is culpable should be sanctioned. I don't see any reason why seeing somebody's mother, if it is true anyway. So having said that, you just reminded me of Atlanta 96. I was in Jos then. We danced and danced from Bukuru to Terminal.
Wow.
And it was full of fun. For 3 days we enjoyed free night. When any vehicle you don't pay.
Yeah.
But it was so exciting. Thank you very much for job well done.
Thank you. That's the beauty of football. When the country is united and we win, the celebration and everything. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Shirag. I'm calling from Masala.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't it that Ibrahimovic's wife is older than him with 11 years?
Yes. Is it 11 or 10 years? Yes, she is. What does it matter?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I just want to know. I mean, is there any update on the Arsenal transfer? Or community players you have signed or loan?
Arsenal, we just told you that you signed Odegaard now.
Okay, just coming back to Odegaard.
Yeah, for now, that's the one we can confirm to you that you signed.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir.
Okay, all right. There's no age does not know love. Yeah, so Zlatan Ibrahimovic's wife is older than him by about 10 years. Is Shakira? Is she not older than what's this guy's name? The husband now, the Barcelona player. Piqué, Gerard Piqué. Shakira is older, way older than Gerard Piqué, and they're married and they're happy and they're married. Age is nothing. Hello.
Hello?
Good evening, welcome.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
It's good for me.
Okay.
Which time man you have them?
9:15. That's quarter past 9, yeah.
Okay, any transfer about Manchester United?
Any transfer? No.
Yes.
No, nothing for now.
That's good. That's good. Nothing.
We're even talking about what about the wife of Macron, Emmanuel Macron, the president of France.
Yeah, the wife is older than me.
Oh, like his mother. Well, it doesn't matter. Hello.
Hello, God, Brian. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
There's big killing chief for Kovahi.
All right.
I want to say yesterday victory was a sweet victory for Arsenal. I watched the match and I was just smiling all through. And it was a great victory for us. And also, it's a good time for us to also complete the signing of Matthew Bodega. Because I think Smith Rowe, which is playing the attacking midfield for us, I think he left his feet injured yesterday. So I don't know how the injury may be now. But I think it's a good signing for Odegaard. Is a good signing for us. And victory is always sweet. I think the Rwanda people. Yeah, the Rwanda people. I think the victory was sweet. And I remember the US 94 too. When we won, I think it's Bulgaria. The way I went and celebrating too. And also the Atlanta 96 when we even won in this Argentina. It was a sweet victory. So when you're celebrating, you forget about everything around you. Just go out expressing yourself.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good signing for us and also a good victory for this. And I hope they will play well against in their quarterfinal against. I think who are they playing?
They've not. What was that? Listening to mentioned it just now. They are going to play against either Guinea or Zambia.
Okay, I wish them the best. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. Please call us back. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Welcome.
Ibrahim and my name is Kingsley from Technical School Road.
All right.
Well done. Usual good presentation. But let me quickly start from Igalo. I disagree when he said Man U fans the best fans in the whole world. He just stopped at saying Man U fans they are good. And if his dream is to win,
do you know that is? Do you know that it is relative? I mean, to him, they are the best in the world.
I know.
Yeah, so
He's a Nigerian. You should forget that. You should remember he has fans here. He's a Nigerian.
Oh, no, he's talking about club now. He didn't say the national team.
He
now.
says the best club, the fans are best in the world.
Yes.
It's not true now. It's just that the fans are the best, for him. Let's leave it at that. And this is about wearing Man U jersey. We can organize jersey for him, put him on billboard here. That can fulfill his dream. But anyhow, I wasn't happy that, I was happy for him. He, featured one of the biggest club in Europe. But I wasn't too happy, just like what Mourinho would say. He wasn't featured. I mean, like just wearing the jersey. Because if it's about wearing jersey, like I said, we can organize jersey for him to wear, put him on billboard here, and be calling him Man U player. I think that's not possible. But just go there. They didn't feature that guy. I was not so impressed about that. Even though I'm not a Man U fan, but I didn't quite like that. But I hope today, if they're white, we should just let him play today. At least let him score a goal. He's not playing against any of the blue side. He should, score a goal, and let it be a good way to live. Like to add to what you said about the Atlanta 96, it was really wonderful. You know the way the goal came? The way the goal came, it was a golden goal rule. And of course, for Brazil to be leading 3-1, we thought it was all, it was finished, done and dusted. Yeah. And it was 3-2. And that goal, the way that cross came, it was they planned it. The cross came, hit the clever, and the defenders ran with him, and that's what gave the chance for Kanu to do that shot. And the way Kanu scored the goal was creative. He was backing the goal and took it over. The first was really exciting. And like that guy, that reminds me of the one of the jingles that was played in USA. I mean, the African South African World Cup, where the balloon, after excitement, embraced the this plant that has pricks all over. The one is embraced it. Of course, what that means is that when there's a goal, that's excitement. So I don't think that Rwanda should be afraid of the corona, the thing. I think with that excitement, there will be so much heat, and the heat will neutralize that virus.
That's not scientific.
So, I want to end at that point. Well done, everybody.
All right, thank you. Okay, so Zlatan Ibrahimovic's wife is actually 12 years older than him. She's 51. 51, was born in 1970. He's 50, sorry, not 50, he's 39. He's 39 years old. Hello. Good evening and welcome.
Yes, sir, good evening, yeah. Peter from the end.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened to Francis? So this year I've not really had it, but he travel.
Francis no day with KFM again. We don't announce them before.
Okay, I don't know, sorry. Okay, no problem. I want to sympathize with Frank Lampard, although I know him so much as a person. But I doubt his credibility as a coach. How can you coach a club for a period of 6 months? You don't have first 11. I begin to wonder because I've never seen it before. He does not have first 11. In fact, to me, the problem, he is the one that caused his problem. That is number one. And again, this very basic coach, I don't know his pedigree. So I don't know his place. Can you just update me a little about him? Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, and PK is 33. His wife Shakira is 43. So Shakira is 10 years older than PK. So it's nothing. It's just love does not know age. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, this Humble.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to look at about the Frank Lampard. I think the kind of player Frank Lampard actually signed are not the Chelsea kind of players. At least Lampard played for Chelsea for a very long time. Lampard saw the coaches that came. For example, if you look at Mourinho, he saw the kind of signings Mourinho was making then.
What's wrong with the signings that
Mourinho used to go for energetic players, powerful players that can hold up. At least he played with people like Yes, he should have known better the kind of
players have evolved now. It's not every player that has to be like Michael Essien. Is Lionel Messi as strong as Michael Essien?
But
So look at it. Look at players like Kayaba. These are players that.
And you should also understand that it is not every player in Chelsea that is Frank Lampard signing. The club themselves could want. From what we heard, it was the club that went for Kai Havertz, not Frank Lampard. Okay, even Timo Werner, it wasn't like it was Frank Lampard that identified this player and said, "This is the player that I want." Okay, so I think we should understand these things. They're still talking about the age difference between spouses. Macron's wife, you know how many years she is older than him? 25 years. She's 25 years older than him. And she's the first lady of France. So there's one I forgot the age. Hello.
Hello, good evening. I greet all of you now, but you have to.
Greet you too. All right.
I say, you remember me beautiful night. And that day for Benin, day 4. And that man still here. My pa will be taking me one word, bro. He said, I know the time we say happy come outside. Me, happy come outside. Happy this for me good. Happy go EBS for the Lagos Road that very night. Nobody even know how, whether security or whether people, so we're not there for that night. Inside that race, all the bus where they come for Lagos that time, they block them, they will follow all the dance. So for that, for Rwanda, the police and the government not to blame the people. Now so the really happiness be. The overshadow person, you know the time when you go to go. When you get to where you are in the forest, you walk you go outside, you know the time. So that's the power of football. But for Lampard, you got to talk another one now, say not being time, not now. And waiting we not know, all of us will blame the coach. For me, I can say yesterday, make the board, they try to respect the decision of the coach. Very, very important. If you put Pegasus for Mario and Ateruga, now make them stay well. So, I mean, people don't will know. People will blame the coach, see the player not do well. And which are this player, he not sign up to take her, and he not go keep your pattern. That one is very, very important. You do what you call now. The player where he needs, if they not sign up for him, may God give him the luck and make do well. That's why they tackle up and down. And if they tackle this one, maybe if they are telling now they will coach the team. Maybe they respect the coach decision. This one now I knew they will fit to my pattern to play well. See that guy will call you and say he's not a powerful player. And that's if you look at your traditional player now power play. And the board that way they manage the football now, they not respect the decision of coach. They respect the decision of coach. Now do well.
All right, thank you. I wonder the kind of power that Eden Hazard had. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho.
Welcome.
Jerry.
Good to you.
First of all, I want to say to Messi Mouse, with the exit of Lampard, Christmas is over.
The exit of Lampard, what?
To Messi Mouse, Christmas is over. So,
Christmas is over. Okay.
No more favors. Because right now, I think he was enjoying a lot of priorities, a lot of although he was also delivering sometimes. So I want also Tammy Abraham, with the coach that has coached Neymar and Mbappe. I see Tammy Abraham going back to partnership. If possible, League 2. So I don't think this coach is going to settle for less. He's going to bring in this guy from Dortmund. They
don't have to go to Championship now. Other clubs in the Premier League will want them if just.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe, but he will not. A coach that has been with Neymar and Mbappe, he will not have a striker that always holds his head. He can't give striker. He needs somebody like this guy in Dortmund, or you bring in the belly from Barcelona. That is what I think. So also, I want to see that Kovacic, this guy from Croatia, he will be heading back maybe to Spain or something, because the coach will not, his way of playing is different. I see some players leaving, generally. Also, I want to say to Time, I'm very happy he's back. I'm very happy our Super Eagles has a number 9 who's getting back to his feet. I hope he will be more careful. I hope he will be more lucky with injuries. And I hope he will play in the new stadium called Diego Armando Maradona. So, yeah, I expect him to be scoring goals now and break records. Thank you very much.
Thank you. One more call. We'll look at the text messages. Hello.
Hello.
Asma.
Baba, good evening.
Never hear from you. In fact, since last year, no, we just this year.
Baba, I see the bit sometimes. I follow you and walk. I walk still now. They follow you when they say some teachers now what class school. Baba, I go argue that one to brother man. I know they follow you. They come for me. I just reach me too. So I get already. I will put a network be clear. I just reach 5%.
So Thomas Tuchel no be world class coach, na local coach.
World class coach. Now so this guy take from this guy our job as what world class coach. At the same thing.
Andres Villas-Boas win any of the top 5 leagues before he come Chelsea.
Whether I win league, I win for Portuguese league now.
Portuguese league na top 5 league. Portuguese league na top 5 league. You know the top 5 league now. The top 5 league na Spain, France, Italy, England, and Germany. Are the top 5 league of that.
No problem, I'll call you back.
Okay. if Thomas Tuchel, that is, look, those who know football more than us rate this guy as one of the best coaches in the world. You had Marina Granovskaya during her when she was having her press conference. She said she's delighted that Chelsea have signed one of the best managers in Europe. He may come to the English Premier League and fail. Because he's a world-class coach does not mean that he's not going to fail. And because he has not coached in the English Premier League before doesn't mean he's not a world-class coach. So let us give respect when it is due. This one says, we're going to the text messages now. This one says, good evening, sports. Okay, good evening, men of sports. Ibrahim, please, what is the surname of Bazoye? Is it Baldwin or Godwin? Because when I was reading Sporting Life publication today, I saw Baldwin, so I want to know the real name. Musa from New Benin. Okay, Musa, that is his. You are asking for the first name. The surname is the Bazoye. You know, coach, he is the son of Coach Willie Bazoye of blessed memory, who helped Nigeria to win the Olympic gold at Atlanta '96. So his first name is Baldwin, what you saw in Sporting Life. Many people have called and they've called him Godwin. I would tell them, no, it is not Godwin, it is Baldwin, okay? He is Baldwin Bazoye. Baldwin is his first name, Bazoye is the surname, all right? This one reads, good evening, sports gods. Tell Madrid don't come, say this is not just the end of Zizou, but is the end of Madrid. Madrid don't come has not called us for a while now, so I don't know why you are mentioning him. Oga Ibrahim, great to see you play on Saturday after many years of watching you on TV and listening to you on the radio. Oh, really? What? Love of you about a difference on spouses. It's Manchester United season to win Premier League again this year. I love you, Saliu. Okay, Austin from Benin City. Oh, thank you. We love you right back. This one says, right, that message. Hello, good evening. Okay, sorry, I lost that message there. Let's try it again. Hello, good evening, sportsmen. My name is Hassan, texting from Lagos. I hope Chelsea's new manager can start off on the bright side with a victory over Wolves tonight, at least for the sake of the club's management, teams, and fans. Also, I still can't seem to understand the beef that took place between Ibrahimovic and Lukaku last night in the Milan derby that led to the signing off of Ibrahimovic. Please, sirs, I would like it if you would provide me an explanation. Keep up the good job, sirs. Thanks. But maybe you sent this before we discussed it, but we actually talked about it. We don't know. Nobody really knows what happened, but we heard that some words were exchanged, and some of the things that they said to each other, we can't even repeat it on air. But then we clearly, somebody that was close to them said he had Romelu Lukaku telling Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I will see you when we get out of here, which means he felt that he was going. And for somebody to be telling you that, normally the fracas happens on the pitch and it ends there. But if somebody is telling you he's going to see you elsewhere, then it means it is really serious. And they said he said something about Romelu Lukaku's mother. We are not sure. Good evening to you guys of KUFM Sports. My name is Gabriel from Sapele Road. Please help me update time of Chelsea game today. 7 p.m. That's the time that they are playing. If Rwanda win the cup, the small country will scatter. If not Nigeria, then triumph. Police will show them Pepeo. Steve from well, if it is a football game, I can assure you that the police will not arrest anybody. So long as they are not destroying property, they are not doing anything, they are celebrating. If police go follow them celebrate, forget that thing. Nigeria will not. I recall covering a police games. You know, they were in Lagos. Then they were to have police games, something. Then I remember the DSP Onovo. He was then I think he was DIG of one of the zones. He later even became a commissioner of police. So he was asked a question, and that was like, police, you guys are going to have your games and you will be engaging in sports. Yeah. So what happens? Who will be policing the community? And Onovo said, and look, it was funny and everybody laughed, but it was basically true. He said, even the criminals, they will come to watch our games. So they will go. They are not a crime. And really, look, during, when you, if you, the reports that we've got, statistics prove that when, during the times of competitions, especially like the World Cup, which is, especially if Nigeria is playing and Nigeria is doing well, crime reduces in the society.
That's true.
Yeah. So, this one says, good evening, sirs. Please, will Messi play today? Joseph from Sapele Road.
We don't know yet. But last time he did not play, but I don't know if he will play tonight. Good
PM sportsmen, who are these 6 players with dual nationality that FIFA pledged to switch allegiance to play for Nigeria? Yeah, they've not told us, although we have a good idea of some of the players. One is Tunarigba in Germany. I think that's the one that they have confirmed. But sorry, we not have time. Maybe tomorrow we'll look at those 6 players. That Ademola Lookman is another, but we didn't mention it because it has not been confirmed just yet that these are the 6 players. But FIFA has pledged 6 players to switch allegiance to Nigeria. But we've got a positive that Ademola Lookman is one of them, and that Tunarigba, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, is also one of them. As I said, we do not have time anymore. Maybe by tomorrow we'll look at those 6 potential 6 players that have been played. All right, guys, thank you. We wish we could go on, but this is where we've got to say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'm Saliu Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Ewosa Aibekan. Please stay tuned for KU News